drop it down in there. All right, hi everybody, good morning. What day is it? Oh, it's Monday. I love summer when you don't even know what day it is. So I was just on vacation last week, and we were in St. Lucia with my sister's family, and we all got to stay together. It was wonderful. And we have seniors, both of us that graduated, brought cousins that are super close. So we took the whole family, everybody, me and my sister's family, and we went to St. Lucia. And, you know, I often have this experience when I'm on vacation, you know, sometimes it's just being taken out of because even when we just go down the shore for a week or something, you know, you step out of your day-to-day, you step out of your routine and your habits. And it allows you to sort of see the world and experience the world in a different way. But when you're traveling on an airplane, in St. Lucia is a volcanic island, so I was just telling Scott and Annie, who just came back from Yellowstone, so similar experience, that our villa was at the top of one of these peaks, and it was literally just 0.6 miles straight up a mountain, up to this thing on these winding, you know, crazy jungle roads. But you're, you know, sort of above the tree line, and you can see it just seems like endlessly in all directions. And even, you know, when you're flying somewhere, you know, you get that same perspective of just, of everything sort of blending together, you know. So the astronauts, Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's I don't remember what his exact title is. Is he a physicist? Maybe. Astronomer. I think he runs the Hayden Planetarium. He's written a bunch of books. He's you don't follow him, go find him because he's an amazing guy. He's written and read his books. But he talks about what they call the overview effect, which is when astronauts go out into space and they experience the Earth from that great distance where they're not seeing borders or continents or different oceans. It's just this one thing, you know, and not the way that we live in our siloed binary lives when we're feet on the earth, you know. They're having this different experience of just the oneness of things and the sort of interconnectedness of things, and how the borders that we have put in place and the names that we call things, we've just created all of these things and decided that that's what they are or how they are, you know, what they're called. But that from that perspective, that sort of zoomed out perspective from the mountaintop, from the airplane, from outer space, we have the sense of the oneness of things. And we did a bunch of years ago, we read the Book of Joy, which was the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu on their 7 pillars of joy and how to live a joyful life. And the first one is perspective, is like taking that, they call it the God's eye perspective. So all of these things, the same thing, the cosmic perspective, the God's eye perspective, the overview effect, whatever we're calling it, it's just this idea of, you know, taking the step back, and instead of seeing the borders and the separateness and the way that we're divided, of taking that step back to see the ways that we're all really connected and the ways that we are all really just this one thing. And I was sharing how when my oldest was 18, Neil deGrasse Tyson was on a speaking tour, and he really wanted to go hear him, so I bought him tickets for his birthday, and he was doing doing a lot of interviews, like on radio and whatever, promoting his tour, and he was on NPR and talking about this exact thing, this cosmic effect, the overview effect, and how, you know, astronauts have this way of seeing the world that is just, you know, it's apolitical, it's a-religious, it's just this one thing. And so I call in they were taking call, and my son was so mortified that I called in and was like, well, you could just go to yoga because that's what we do in yoga. You don't have to go out into outer space. You could come to a yoga class and you can look inward, you know, do this. And my son was like, I thought he was going to, not that he knew who Zeb was or Zeb knew who he was, but he was just mortified that I would call in and say these things to Neil deGrasse Tyson, who was quite lovely and said, well, in my experience, yogis are some of the kindest, nicest people I know, so just keep doing that, whatever it is. You know, I was kind of like, all right, whatever, lady, you know. But that's the idea. You know, we have these experiences that take us outside and give us the experience of that oneness. But yoga is really the invitation to us to seek that on the inside, you know. And that's what we're doing. As we do our practice, we turn inside to not the ways that we are separate individual beings, but the ways that we're all woven together as one human race, as humanity all together. So that's the thoughts. Let's go for that today. All right. Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Take some deep breaths. One way the Dalai Lama talks about shifting this perspective is to shift from focusing on I and me and mine to we and us and ours. So even though you are turning to your own heart here, turning to your own spirit, to your own body even, can we do that and still maintain a connection to us together, to community, to those who are here together practicing, and all those who come here together to practice? See if you can have a sense of that energy that permeates this space around you and inside you. In purely scientific terms, when we sort of break anything down into its most finite essence, it's all just this one thing. It's part of you, it's part of all of us, it's part of all of creation. So as you bring your hands now together in front of your heart, just make the connection to that essence which is within you, within each other. And let's chant together 3 Oms and then 3 times through Om Namah Shivaya. Take in a deep breath. Softly bow your head to your heart. And as you're ready, release your hands, open your eyes. All right, come lay down onto your back. Hi, Lois. Morning. Everything okay? She's doing something else. Okay. All right, on your back. Take a moment, stretch out, take a breath. From this viewpoint, it's like the viewpoint of the baby on the floor. The baby's viewpoint is endless possibilities, all the time in the world. Everyone just here taking care of you. Bend up your knees, take your feet on the floor. Do a little pelvic tilting, so arch your back a little bit away from the floor and then round your spine into the floor. And just like that a few times. As you inhale, arch, As you exhale, round. You okay? The next time you're in that arched position, as you're breathing in, lift your hips up gently, nothing crazy, like a little baby bridge, that's it. And then exhale, lower down and round. And then inhale, arch and lift a little, and exhale and round down. Let's do a couple more. You can add in arms overhead. If as you're lifting up, you can take your arms up overhead if that feels good, and then back by your sides as you lower. One more time. Good, then lift up your feet, reach between your knees and catch your feet. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Draw your knees towards your armpits. Rock a little side to side. As you're rocking, pull the side that you're rocking to, that knee. As you rock to the right, pull the right knee down a little more. As you rock to the left, pull the left knee down a little more. Good, and then come to center. And keeping your heels above your knees, pull with your hands gently and see if you can try to arch your back away from the floor. It won't come off the floor, but do that action in the pelvis. The back of your pelvis is flat, and you feel a little more stretch in the hamstring. And then keep pulling your left knee down, stretch your right leg out to the side any amount more. So extend the leg out, maybe straighten it a little more. Good, and then inhale, rebend and switch sides. Left leg out. That's it, and then rebend and do one more each side. Yep, you can hold behind the thigh if that's more comfortable. You don't have to straighten the leg all the way. Finish with that second side. Okay, good, and then drop the feet down to the floor with the knees really wide. Stretch your arms back up overhead, and now just windshield wiper the legs, drop to one side and then to the other, trying to keep your pelvis fairly level on the ground so that the movement is the thigh bone in the hip. So you're getting some movement into the hip joint more than in the pelvis. That's it. Next time both knees are over to the right, stay there. Let your outer right knee come down, let your inner left knee come down, and then if you want, you can cross your right ankle onto your outer knee, outer left knee, just weighting it down a little bit. If that pulls on the knee or feels uncomfortable, of course, just keep the legs uncrossed, and of course you can always prop a knee on a block if the knee feels like there's pulling there at all. Okay, then uncross, bring your knees back up, come over to the other side, left side, drop to the left. Try to work the inner right knee down towards the floor. Again, if you want to cross the outer left ankle on top, you can do it. And just really extend up to your arms. And then find a spot on the ceiling that you're looking at and just soften your gaze and see how there's this way you can see one thing, and you could see it as a separate thing, a light or a beam or a fan or whatever it is you're looking at on your ceiling, but that you can also widen out your peripheral vision so that you're seeing not just this one thing, but how everything just sort of flows together. All right, uncross, bring your knees back up, hug both knees into the chest now, legs together. Good, and then do some rocking on your spine. So forward and back a couple times, side to side if that feels good. All right, and we're going to find our way to seated. So one way to do it is to just rock yourself up onto your feet. Or you can roll to your side and find some other way if your knees or hips are not happy with that situation. We're going to find our way to stand and meet together standing, however you want to get there. All right, good. So, sorry, hair in my mouth. Okay, face the front of the mat. We're going to do a little moving, a little dynamic warm-up here. So hands on hips, stand up tall. Try to keep your spine lifted and long, your neck lifted and long, that soft gaze. And then we're going to just take a big step to the right and sit into a squat. Big, high, wide squat. Good, and then you're going to step back to the top of your mat. Good, and then turn to the right, step and squat. Good, and then step forward. Couple more like that. You can make it a smaller step if it feels like a lot for the knees. Make it a smaller step. Land as gently as you can. You're pivoting on the left foot. Toes can stay turned out. Okay, last one. Then we're going to hold here in the squat. Sit your hips low and adjust so that your kneecaps are pointing right at the second and the third toe. Sit as low as you can. Drop your tailbone, then take your arms up into cactus arms. Good. As you exhale, take your right elbow towards your right thigh, and then inhale back to center. And exhale, left elbow to left thigh, and inhale center. And just side to side a couple times with your breath. Exhale, elbow to thigh, inhale up. Exhale. One more each side. Soft gaze, soft eyes, widen out this perspective. Good. After the second side, stretch your arms and legs straight. Star pose. Turn your toes in so your feet are parallel. Extend your arms, extend your legs, extend your spine, and then hinge from your hips. Take your time. Hinge forward. Long spine, long spine, long spine. Hands to the floor. Good. Fold forward. Let your head release. And then rock a little front to back on your feet. So rock into your toes a little, rock into your heels, and see what it feels like to be a little forward, a little back. And then try to find the place where you're balanced, toes to heels. For those of you on the more flexible side, we tend to poke our hips way back. For those on the less flexible side, you tend to come forward into the toes, but let's everybody just land right in the middle so the thigh bones are in line with the ankles. That's it. And then let your elbows bend, let your head and your neck release. If the hands don't touch the floor, you feel like you'd like more support, you can always put your hands on blocks here. Okay, one more breath. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Look forward. Push into your feet. Come on all the way back up to that star pose. That's it. And then step forward to the front of your mat. Release your arms. Good. Second side. Same thing. Step to the left this time. Left and squat. And then step back to the front. Left and squat. Good. Couple more. Sit low. Again, you don't have to step quite as wide if your knees are happier. Not taking it so deep. Okay, last one and hold. Adjust, knees pointing at toes. Take your fingertips, your hands now onto your inner thighs, fingertips pointing down. Yeah, like that. And then use your hands to help widen out your knees, sit a little deeper. Use your hands to take a little more stretch into the inner thighs. Okay, now keep your knees bent, both, hips low. Drop your right shoulder towards your left knee, but keep your right knee out wide. So it's more of a twist for the torso than a twist in the hips. Good, inhale, center, second side. Dip your left shoulder down, look up to the right. Good, and then go back and forth a couple times. You can hold on one side for a couple of breaths, or you can go side to side more. One breath ratio. Whatever it feels like, however it feels like things want to unfold this morning. Good. Come on up, straighten your legs, parallel your feet, straighten your arms. Big, wide, that's it, wide open like a star, emanating outward. Like we're holding the whole of the universe inside of us and in our awareness. Okay, hinge, long spine, long spine, long spine. Good, hands to the floor. Let your head and neck release, fold in. Okay, this time we're going to take it into a twist. So come to a long spine again. Take your right hand right underneath your face. Take your left hand on the back of your pelvis. Good. Now without letting your pelvis shift, turn your upper body to the right. Look up, sorry, to your left, sorry. That's it. Yeah, the side that makes sense, please. Okay. Push down into your right hand and twist a little bit more. That's it, lift that left shoulder up. Good, and then stretch your left arm to the sky, one breath. Nice, you guys. Exhale and release, switch hands. So left hand goes in the center. Yeah, with that hand on the back of your pelvis, feel how the left hip wants to dip down. Yeah. That's it. So keep your pelvis parallel to the floor and then twist, look up this time for real over the right shoulder, but don't let the left hip dip down. So keep that hip lifting and twist here. There you go. That's it. Stay there or arm to the sky if you did that on the first side. That's it. Push down into your left hand, move the top shoulder back a little bit more. Good. Exhale, release. Take a breath to just fold. Can I press a little bit? All right, good. And then lengthen your spine. Look forward, push to your feet. Come on all the way up, back to the star pose. That's it. And then step together at the front of the mat. Good. Okay, grab a strap. I don't know if I told you to get straps, but if I didn't, grab a strap. Okay. All right, I don't know how to tell you how to do this move, but I'm going to show you. I've not figured out a way to really talk through it. Okay, so you go to one side. So I've got, I'm not even going to mirror, I'm just going to say which hand I'm doing. So I've got right arm down, then left arm goes down behind. Then right arm goes up, and then left arm goes up. I move to the front. Right arm down, left arm down. So it's like you're sort of circling around. So that's like the slow motion version. That's it. Now if this is bothersome to a shoulder, it's a big range of motion for the shoulder. If it's bothersome, you can just go side to side like this, right? You can just do this one, like just pull side to side. If you can, I know. Down, and then up, and you go on the front to back. Like that. You got it. I don't know, what shape is this, you guys? Try to do it with your arms straight, so you're pulling on the strap. And then, okay, not to confuse things, but go the other way. I know. Go the other way if you can. Yeah, that's it, Lois, you got it. All right. Okay, and then land with arms overhead. Go a little bit wider, a little narrower with your hands. That's it. Tone your glutes, make your legs nice and strong. Tone your belly so that the action is happening in the upper back, and then do a lat pull down. Squeeze your elbows back behind you, lift up through your chest. Look up, gaze up. Good, inhale, arms up. Exhale, come back and squeeze the upper back muscles in. That's it, and then up. Do one more, hold here. This time, bring the strap on your head to the strap behind you. That's it. Then take your elbows back. Again, stabilize your belly, your ribs back, and then lean back, elbows back, head back, supported. So your strap is lifting up your shoulders, elbows pulling back, heart lifting. Good, inhale, come up, reach up. Exhale, release your arms. Okay, hands behind the back now. Hold the strap facing forward. So palms face forward, hands a little wider than hips. Good, legs nice and strong. Go about hip distance. You can go even a little narrower for this one. Stretch your arms back behind you. Good, lift the gaze, like you're trying to get that bigger, wider view over the tree line. Lift through your heart. Good, exhale from your hips, hinge. Arms towards the sky. And then as your head and neck releases down, reach your arms overhead as if you could reach your arms to the floor behind your back. Okay? Ooh, you go easy with your vertigo stuff, maybe just go halfway. Okay, now inhale, come up halfway, lay the strap over your back, narrow your hands, and then do it again. Arms up and fold. So you're going a little closer together. That's it. And then do it again. Lengthen your spine, lay the strap over your back, narrow your hands, fold again, arms overhead, head towards the floor. That's it. And one more time, if you want to clasp your hands, you can just leave the strap resting on the back of your legs and clasp your hands, or else just go a little closer if that serves you better. The idea is not necessarily to get the hands together, it's just to get a big open stretch for the shoulders. For some of us, that works better holding a strap. All right, one more breath here. Exhale and release your hands. Take a fold, forward fold, forward fold, fold, legs strong, arms, neck, head releasing. And then again, lengthen, look forward, gaze forward. Inhale, come on up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, release your hands. Okay, stand with your knees soft now, so not like a full chair, just like a baby chair. Hands on your hips. And I want you to do some exaggerated pelvic tilts. So as you inhale, arch your back, let your pelvis tip forward. And as you exhale, really round, tuck under. That's it, tone your belly. And then arch, send your sit bones back, arch your back, squeeze your elbows back behind you, good. And then round, let your shoulder blades slide off your back. You can even look towards your belly. And do one more. Good, now stay in the tucked position for a moment. So tuck under, that's a posterior tilt for your pelvis. Okay, now with your pelvis tucked under, try to pull your elbows back and your head back. They'll go back a little bit, but just feel what happens. So stay tucked under here, that's it, but take your shoulders back and your head back. Okay, good, then come to neutral. Take your shoulders back, head back, they'll go back a little more. Okay, now tip your pelvis forward, bend your knees, anterior tilt, and see how much more your shoulders go back and your head goes back. So everything affects everything, right? The way we, like literally what we do with our pelvis affects the way we see the world. It's all connected. Okay, fold, hinge forward from the hips, fold over. Hands to the floor. Bend your right knee, let your weight shift over towards your left foot. So big stretch for your outer left hip. Yeah, take hands on blocks if the legs are just feel tight, so you can weight bear into your hands a little bit. Okay, now have your weight steady on your left foot. Sweep your right leg, up to the sky for a standing split. That's it. Get your lifted leg straight. That should be a little bit easier. Good, and then get the standing leg straight. And then from your pelvis, let your spine just spill over. Let your spine release, your head and neck release, even as you extend that right leg up towards the heavens. Okay, good. Release your right foot down. Bend both knees. Rest your belly on your thighs. Hold opposite elbows. Maybe stay with that soft gaze or close your eyes completely, finding that wider perspective, not only outside of yourself, but also inside of yourself. Release your hands to the floor. You're going to keep your right leg straight and bend your left knee. That's the other side, right? Yeah. Shift your weight a little bit right so you get the stretch into the outer right hip. That's it. And then steady on your right leg. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. Standing split second side. Take any variation you like. Get the lifted leg straight. Get the standing leg straight. Let your spine just spill over from your pelvis, your head, your shoulders. Release and soften. Softening around your heart. Softening around the way that we experience ourselves as these separate beings. Blur the edges of your own being. Exhale, take that foot down. Lengthen your spine, come on all the way up, reach up. Join your hands to your heart. If you're not forward on your mat, step forward so you've got space behind you. Surya Namaskar A. As you inhale, circle your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, hinge from your hips and fold. Lift your gaze first, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, round, look back, plant your hands, step or hop, plank. Good, once you find your plank, look forward. Lift your head in line with your spine, so not so much that your chin is sort of cranking forward. Nice long neck. Squeeze your legs, tone your glutes. Knees up or down, up to you. Keep your head lifted, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Lift and lengthen up. Hug your elbows in, hug your shoulders back. Throat back, ears back, and then soften your gaze. Take that wide perspective, the wide view. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, do the dog things you like to do. Go for it. Paddle out, shift hips. As you're moving, we have this sense we move on our own, but we also, this is why we come together to practice. We could all do yoga at home. We could all do yoga on our own. But there's this collective energy when we come together. There's a collective shared experience. That's the God's eye perspective, the cosmic perspective. So open up to that felt sense of connection with everybody in the room, virtually and in person. All right, bend your knees, step or hop forward, Uttanasana. Look forward. Lengthen your spine, push through your feet and rise up. Exhale, slide your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle your arms. Exhale and hinge. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back plank. Look forward. Gaze forward. Soft eyes. Bend your elbows. Keep looking forward. And then float into your cobra or up dog. Soft gaze. Downward facing dog. All right, we're going to step up into warrior two. So step your right foot up between your hands. Spin down your left heel. Good, set your feet and your legs. So get the knee pointing straight ahead, get the top of your left thigh bone back, shoulders over hips. That's it. Then gaze over your right finger, your right arm at your right fingers. That is the drishti, the gaze point in this pose. And again, see how you can see your hand, hold your hand in your vision, but you can also take the wider vision. See those around you, have a sense of the room around you. And then drop your left hand to your left leg. Keep gazing at your hand, turn it backwards, lean back into the reverse. Same thing. See yourself, yes, as yourself, as this individual being, but also as this part of something bigger. We are not here and alone. We are here together. Straighten your front leg. Follow your hand, reach out and over, Trikonasana. Right hand down to ankle, shin, block, whatever works for you. And then if it's comfortable, gaze up at your left hand. That can be a harder gaze point. So if it feels better to just keep looking down at the bottom hand, do that, that's fine. But if you can, gaze up at the left hand. And again, soften the gaze, widen it out. We're going to step up into Ardha Chandrasana. So you can try doing it still gazing up at that top hand. Shift your weight to your right foot, shift forward with the right hand, and float the left leg up. If you need to look down, of course, that's totally fine. If you need to use a block, grab a block. Find your pose. Both legs straight, arms straight. Yeah, that's it, Naomi. And then if you can, lift your gaze a little. If it's going to throw you off, just don't worry about it. Soften your eyes. Okay, look back, step back, downward facing dog. Nice, good. Hold in your dog or flow through a vinyasa as you wish. Naomi, bend your knees a little bit and and take your hips back so that just take the hamstrings out of it, so get a little more. And you can do it both ways, because legs straight, you get a little more stretch in the hamstrings, and that's good. But you can do it this way too, so that you're getting a little more openness into the shoulders, yeah? Okay, left foot to warrior two. Step up. Line up feet, heel to instep. Right leg straight, right thigh bone back. Left knee pressing straight at the second toe. Stretch out your arms, keeping shoulders relaxed. Gaze at your left fingertips. See your fingers, see your arm, see outside of all of those things. Drop your right hand, turn the left palm over, lean back, still looking at the hand. Of course, if it's problematic for the neck, take your gaze to wherever it's comfortable. Just keep that soft, wide gaze to keep that wider perspective. Press your left leg straight. Follow your hand up and over. Triangle, Trikonasana. Hand down to ankle, shin, block. Top arm reaching up. That's it. Again, gaze wherever it's comfortable to gaze. Okay, Ardha Chandrasana. If you want to try looking up at the top hand, you can look up, shift to your left foot. Left hand comes to the floor or a block. Float up. Right leg up. That's it. Once you've got your balance, work to stack shoulders, hips. One more breath. Look back, step back, downward facing dog. Good. Hold in your dog or take it through the vinyasa as you wish. Okay, Dog split. Right leg up, whatever version of dog split you like to do. Yogi's choice. Okay, step the foot up between your hands for lunge. I'm gonna go this way. And then inhale and come on up. So back heel up for this one if possible. If you need to put it down for balance, it's okay. And then come to zombie arms. Arms right out in front, that's it. Bend deep into your right knee, make your left leg super strong. We're gonna go into a twist, but we're gonna go in a particular way. So I want you to turn your head to the right, then open your right arm out to the right. Then turn your head forward. Bring your right arm forward. Turn your head right. Right arm opens to the right. Twist your belly. Look forward. Right arm forward. One more time. Turn your head. Twist. Hold here. Release your hands to your legs. So right hand to outer left leg, left hand to outer right thigh, twisting. You got it. Look forward. Unfurl, arms up. Good. Full stretch. Down through your legs. Up through your spine. Fingers. Gaze soft. Release your hands to your hips. Take a step in one footprint and land your back heel. Parsvottanasana, so just a little shorter stance. You could stay here with hands on hips. You can go hold opposite elbows, or you could go reverse prayer. Any one of those. Take a deep breath. Arch the lumbar spine a little bit so that you can lift your gaze gently, and then let your head move in line with your spine as you hinge. So you're not reaching your chin way out in front. There's this nice, beautiful line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Keep it long and straight for as long as you can. And then slowly shift your gaze to your toes, maybe to your ankle, maybe to your knee. If that causes you to lose your balance, just pause. Maybe just stay looking at your foot, or even stay looking right at the top edge of your mat. Take one more breath. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Let your spine round over your leg. Nothing wrong with closing your eyes in practice, it's fine. But maybe for today, keeping a soft gaze. Finding a space behind you to look. Again, keeping that wider view. We're going to step up into warrior 3. So let's go hands on hips to start. So bend your front knee, take your hands on your hips, shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your elbows and your shoulders, then float up your left leg behind you. Stretch both legs as straight as you can. That's it. If this is going well and you want to stay, just stay here. If you want to add the arms, you can go arms to the sides or out in front. Okay, now slowly look back. See where you want that back foot to land for warrior 1. Bend your right knee, land the back foot. Inhale, come on up. Literally how we see changes how we move, how we view the world. It changes everything. Exhale, release down, downward facing dog. And the yogis had an idea of that, you know. We're paying attention to not only what we're seeing, but how we're looking. We get that God's eye perspective. All right, vinyasa if you wish. Dog split, second side. Whatever you did on the first side, mirror it here. Step it up, high lunge. Settle into your feet, back heel up if possible. If you need to put it down, it's fine. Zombie arms in front. Good, and just line yourself up. Back leg strong, front knee bent into a right angle, as close to that as you can. And then turn your head left, open your arm left. Turn your head forward, hand forward. Head first, turn, open, turn forward, hand forward. Last time, turn, hold, hand to opposite leg, upright twist. Good, use your hands, your legs pressing outwards, your hands pulling inwards to twist a little bit deeper. Gaze as far back behind you as you can. And then slowly shift your gaze forward, and then arms up. Stretch up. Good, hands to hips. Step in, back heel down. Yeah, just a little step, Parsvottanasana. Again, hands can stay here, opposite elbows, reverse prayer. Hinge, any of those options. Again, neck in line with the spine. Not dropping your chin, not jutting your chin forward. Front and back of the neck nice and long. And as you hinge from the hip, let the gaze just move with you to front of the mat, to toes, maybe to knee if that's comfortable for you. And then on your next exhale, release your hands to the floor. Fold your body deeply, let your head and neck soften, and again, maybe take a gaze point between your legs somewhere behind you. Just using this soft gaze and this way of seeing to keep us open to the wider perspective of life. Okay, warrior 3. Bend your front knee, hands on hips. Get your weight into your left foot. Lift your elbows up, head up, and then float the right leg up. Stretch your right leg straight. Stretch your left leg straight. Stay here or arms out, or back. That's it. Nice, you guys. Then slowly look back. See where you want that foot to land. Bend your standing leg, land it. Warrior 1. Good. Keep your thigh bone moving back, your glutes toning, but find that curve in the low back so that you can take your head and your shoulders back with a little more ease. Good. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Vinyasa opportunity here. Actually, we're going to meet on the belly, so find your way to the belly, either through playing chaturanga or just lower yourself down, however it feels reasonable to do that. Rest your head on your hands for a moment. Just take a breath. All right. Make your legs strong. Now we're going to just do a little, we're going to make some snow angels. If you want to challenge yourself, do a little strength training, you can grab your water bottle. You can do this with a water bottle and pass it. So it's a pass. In the past, mine was drippy. I don't think I'm going to do it. But we're going to do this. This is the movement. So legs up, arms up, and then either you can pass the water bottle from one hand to the other, or you're just doing snow angels. What smoothing stroke is this? I don't know. Yeah, or do a block. That's good. Do a block. The cork blocks are heavy. Yeah. All right. That's brave of you. All right. Couple more. Keep your neck nice and long, arms forward, and then back. Last one. Thanks, Gina, that's it. Knock the water bottle over, yeah. Okay, and then rest. Turn your cheek, relax your legs. If a little windshield wiper would feel good. Take a moment and do that. Take a big deep breath into the back of your waistline. Use the breath to create some space there, some openness there, especially if it feels a little tight. Okay, we're coming up to Sphinx now. Slide your elbows under your shoulders. Parallel forearms. Legs nice and strong. Okay, now, with your legs strong, look towards your belly. As you look towards your belly, sweep your navel up towards your spine, gently. Tone your glutes. And then keep those two actions, but start to broaden your collarbones out, pull your shoulder blades back and your head back, without letting your belly sag to the floor. So there's support there for the low back. We're going to go into thigh stretch. Left arm is going to go across on a diagonal. Bend up your right knee, reach for your right foot with your right hand. If this is too intense, put your head down onto your left hand. You can do it laying, or you can also do it laying on your back, on your side, and that might be gentler. Any one of those variations. Good. Hold your foot. Hug your heel down towards your sit bone. Heel to sit bone, towards the sit bone. Spread out the toes of the right foot. That's it. Now, if your right thigh lifted up to find the foot, bring that right thigh back down. Hug your heel in a little closer. Press a little bit more into your left elbow so that your left low belly lifts also. You're not collapsing into the left side. Take one more breath. Okay, release your foot. Rest your head for a moment. Take a breath. Second side, your head can stay on your right hand, or you can be up on your right elbow on a little bit of a diagonal. can bend up your left knee, reach for your left foot with your left hand. Flare out your toes of your left foot. So toes should be a little active. You make a little shelf for your hand with the toes for this pose. If you curl the toes back, and then you get the hand right at the base of the toes, it makes a little shelf you can push down and have a little more leverage. Good, then get your left thigh bone down. Press a little more to your right elbow. Navel still lifting up towards the spine. One more breath. Good, and then exhale. And release that foot. All right, downward facing dog. Find your way to the front of your mat, step or hop, Uttanasana. And then lengthen your spine and rise up. Reach up, stretch up. And draw your hands to your heart. Good, instead of closing your eyes, just again, soften your gaze, find a gaze point, widen out the view. See yourself as part of this bigger community, of the community of not just ourselves here in the room, but all of humanity. Okay, release your hands. We're gonna do, let's go to the wall first, but come to the wall, and if you want to grab a squishier block for what we're gonna do, you may want a squishier block, might make life, yeah, take the mats to the wall. And if you want a squishier block, thank you. Squishier blocks might be helpful for where we're headed, you'll see. Okay. Yeah, let's not go under the window. We don't have to today because we're a small group in here. Okay, let's do a couple more shoulder things. So we can do this standing, actually. Just have room side to side with your neighbor and come to little T-Rex arms. So elbows are bent into the waist, hands, palms facing each other. Okay, here's the movement. It's not a big one. You're gonna just keep your elbows in, press your hands out wide, squeeze your outer shoulder blades in. Yeah, and then come together. So it's not a big movement, but I want you to do it enough that you feel your shoulder blades in your upper back come towards each other. So pulse open, and then back towards each other, and do a couple more. Outer shoulder blades, squeeze in, inner shoulder blades. That's it. And then do one more. Okay, good. And just relax for a minute. You could roll it out. One more. This time, same like T-Rex arms, but this time elbows out in front. Good. Palms, let's do palms facing forward. Okay, this is the movement this time. Elbows together, upper back rounds, and then elbows just to shoulder width and plug the armpits back. That's it. And then elbows towards each other, and then just as wide as armpits, shoulders, and then armpits back. Good. And then a couple more elbows together. Yeah. So don't go super wide. Just come to like, yeah, and now plug back like that way, like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's it. And do one more. Shoulders are going to scrunch up a little bit, but try to keep them down away from the ears as much as you can. Yes, that's good. Okay. Shake out. We have one more. Yeah, just waking up the shoulder. It's good for the rhomboids. It's good for rotator cuff stuff, which is what. So what happens when your yoga teacher is dealing with things, and you get to do all the exercises that your yoga teacher needs to do. Okay, one more. Elbows out in front, but they're good for everybody. Okay, here's the next one. Shoulders back. You're going to try to keep your elbows in. Look at your thumbs. Look at your thumbs in front of you, and then elbows in, and try to look up towards your thumbs. Lift your elbows. Don't let them splay out, and then come back down. Good, and then keep looking at your thumbs. Pulse up, neck nice and long, and then right back down. They're going to want to open up. Yeah, you guys are doing great. Good, do a couple more. Look at your thumbs, and then back down, shoulders back. Last one. Elbows stay, the forearms stay parallel as much as you can. Okay, and then back down. Okay, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Okay, so here's where you may want your squishy block instead of a cork block. First one we're going to do is just holding the block, so you could use either one. So we're going to hold the block like this, which keeps the shoulders in more of a neutral position, so my hands are wrapped around the top, yeah. And then the elbows are going to go down on the floor. Yeah. Is there a green one in there? Take a green one. The green ones are the squishy ones. Yeah, the green.
I have an
Nope.
extra. Do you need
Not for right now. I mean, you can, but we don't have to right now. I think we've all got. Yeah, chuck it. There you go. Thank you. Okay, here you go. For this one, it doesn't matter as much. The next one, it's going to matter more. Okay, now try to do all of those actions we just did as you hold your block. Have your knees under your hips. So almost feel like you're trying to peel your hands out wide, even though you're still holding the block. And then plug your shoulders back, so the outer shoulder blades hug in. And then most important, tone your belly. Don't let your belly sag down. Now, look to the block in front of you. Look at your block. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees and hips up. Try to keep looking at the block. Of course, if it bothers your neck, look down. It's okay. But if you can, keep looking forward. Okay, now walk in any amount. Keep your elbows in. Bring your shoulders over your elbows and your hips over your shoulders. Like that. And now just walk in. It's a lot for the hamstrings. You can always bend your knees if you need to, guys. Okay. Drop your knees. Rest in child's pose. Okay. Okay, so here's what we wanted the soft blocks for. So this is a way of helping to come up, balancing into forearm balance. It really gets the shoulder blades working in the way that we want them to, and the head in the right position. Again, I put this in the category of not for everybody. If you have neck issues, if you get headaches, this might not be the best thing for you to do, and you can do it, yeah, I can help you modify. So I'm going to show you the full setup, and then I'll show you some other ways you can try it. Okay, so for this one, I'm still holding the block the same way. My hairline is going to go right here. Hairline, right? Okay. Or where your hairline would be. So right there. Pull with your hands. So you see how when I pull, my shoulders go back and in? Then I lift up. Then one leg up. And then maybe the other leg goes up. Okay, and then I look forward with my eyes. Look forward, look forward, look forward, head off. So it's just another way of coming up into the pose that gets the shoulders feeling really strong. If you want to turn around and face the wall and do it, you can turn around and face the wall. If you want to do this as an L pose, right, you do it with your legs up the wall. You can do it the same thing. I'm not in a good spot. You got to measure the distance, walk up, pull with your hands. And then once you get the leg up, try to push your head off the block, looking forward. So it's like you take the gaze forward, and then the head can lift. All right, try something. Call me over if you need help. If none of those things is something that you want to do, put your legs up the wall and breathe and enjoy. So your head is now on the top of the block. It's the hairline right at the front edge. That's it. And then you're pulling with your hands and pushing with your head. Gina, take your head back more. Like that, so that you can really feel like you're pulling the block into your head and pushing with your head. That's it. That's it. And then one leg up. Yeah. Did you just stub a toe, Mary? Yeah. Not. This is a hard shoulder pose. You could get a strap and do it with a strap around your arms. It's fine. Skip it. That's fine. That's it. Yeah, that's it, Annie. Yep. Yeah, nice. That's it. Yeah, and if this is like in any way problematic for your neck, just skip it. It's just it's another way of, attempting this pose, trying to come in. But if it's not the right thing for your neck or your head, then ignore me. You're all grown ups. Do what you need to do. As I say, that's it, Kim. Pull with your hands. That's it. So that's it. Bring your elbows in closer. Scooch in, scooch in, scooch in. Now push your arms down. Push down. Take your eyes forward towards the block. Lift your head. There you go. You're a little far from the wall. It's probably making it a little harder, but that's really good. That's it. That's it. That's it. Chest to the wall. And then hips towards the sky. Go one leg up. It's easier. There you go. Look forward. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Sorry. Don't. You got it. You had it. It's hard to hold. We did a lot. It's a lot on the shoulder. Pull with your hands. Push with your head. That's it. You might be too close to the wall, Scott, actually. You might be able to sneak out a little bit more. This one you really have to be in the L, because if the elbows are too far out in front, it's hard to balance. But yeah, nice, Gina. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now lift your head. Look forward. Look forward. Look forward. Push down with your elbows. Push down. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. Nice. Okay. All right. How'd it go, Lois? Okay? Good? Okay. All right. What are we going to do? Thinking. All right. Let's go back to our spots. Come back to our spots. Yeah, the squishier blocks are just much more reasonable than the cork blocks are really not. They're very good for a lot of things, but not this one. It's not as fun for sure with the harder cork blocks. Okay, let's do. Okay, here's really what I want to do. I want to work on Urdhva Dhanurasana. I want to do it with help with a friend. Are you okay doing this? Can you show with me? No?
I don't know. What is there for the last?
Wheel.
I don't know if I should do it.
Okay, that's why I was asking you. Back bend. Anybody feel like they can do that in a supported way and show? Like a full back bend? This pose, guys. Do you feel like you can do that? Okay. So here, come lay down on my mat. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it with a partner. I'll show you. Okay. Sarah's going to show. She's going to lay down, but this is a way that we can sort of all access this, and I'll show you different things you can do if it's not the right thing. Okay, so I have the strap underneath her shoulder. She's going to hold my ankles. And I'm just going to scooch this up a little higher. So it's like right at her armpit. You see, guys? What's that? It's supportive. Okay. Now, plant your feet. Lift your hips. Good. I'm doing a little lift here already. She's going to squeeze her elbows in. You're not going to hurt me. You're going to hold on a lot tighter than that. Push down. There you go. And then she's going to push down, and I'm going to help her go up. How's that feel?
Good.
She's got a pretty big back bend, but even if you don't, even if you're sort of halfway up, this feels really good. You don't even really have to do much of the work. Good, and then you're going to help them come down. So it's a lot more work for the assistant. Slowly, slowly. So Lois, you can do it at the wall with the blocks, or yeah, you know what to do. How would that feel for you?
Good.
Okay? So even if you have a big back bend, it's a nice way to just open up it a little more. And if you can't get off the ground, it's a nice way to do it. Here's the other way. Come back one more time, Sarah. I'm going to just show one other option. So if your shoulders are not going to have it, come right back down. Do it as a bridge. So I'm going to take nope, arms by your sides. That's it. So I'm going to do the same thing with her. She's going to lift her hips, and I'm going to just do a little pull. And you just get a little open and lift. So if this is a better position for you, if this is just a more, how's that feel, okay? You slide a little on the block. I'm trying to pull more back this way. Yeah, then up. Does that make sense? So you can do it that way too. All right, if you want to try that with a friend, find a friend. I'll talk you through it. If you don't want to try it, skip it. If you want to just do the bridge, just do the bridge. You'll be surprised it's a lot easier to lift up into the pose with the strap. You want to try? Try it? Okay. Do you want to try it with the strap so you get that extra pull? Okay, you want to try it with me? Yeah. Come lay down. Yep, strap around underneath the armpits.
More towards the armpit?
No, I think that's okay. Maybe a little more. You want it right at the middle of the shoulder blades. Okay, come lay down. All right, you're going to try it. Ready? Hold my ankles. Hold tight. Yeah. And try to push my feet down into the floor. Like that. Lift your hips. That's it. There you go. And then you're looking back towards your feet. That's it. Push down. Yep, Gina, push down. Yeah. How you feel, okay? All right, come on down, super slow. There you go. How'd that feel, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Nice, Annie. Yeah. Just watch the vertigo. Hang on. Wait, come down for a sec. Okay. The strap is too high. Strap is too high. We want the strap up in the armpits, really close. Yeah, and you're trying to push her feet down. Push down. All right, Scotty, you going to try it?
Feel the weight.
There you go. Push down. There you go. Do you want to try with the strap a little pull? Not for yourself.
Oh, that feels amazing.
Okay. You want to try it?
But I don't know if I can lift Scotty.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. You can just do it. So if you've had your turn, we're going to just let Scott have a try. Just do it. You can do a supported bridge here. You can put a block under your hips. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Hips up first. Go slow. Hug your elbows in. Good. Curl up. Look back to your feet. Behind you. Look back.
Straighten your arm.
There you go. It's okay. Push down into my feet, like you're trying to drill my feet into the floor. That's it. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You got it. Okay. Yeah, well, you get a little feel, because especially if you can't get yourself off the floor. All right.
Oh, I probably could have stood closer to your shoulders. I think that would have helped.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go up.
Okay.
Yep, you're just lifting up, pulling back, Gina, towards you, not up towards the ceiling. How's that, Sarah? We put her on the rack. Is that okay on your legs?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, slowly back down. Okay, good. Yeah, but you know what? But it's even when you can do it on your own, it feels really good. You just get like a little more stretch. Okay, if you're not on your back, come to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. That's it. Do some rocking, circling, massaging out. This is where we started. On our backs, knees to chest. So take any of the last cool down pose you want here. If you want to do another happy baby or you want to do another twist, you could do a twist here. What would help your nervous system to settle? Little yogi's choice. And also just have a sense of perhaps how the perspective has shifted and in what way it has shifted. You know, sometimes yoga is really miraculous in that way that it's like, you know, we walk in feeling one way and we walk out feeling, hopefully, calmer, gentler, easier. But, you know, sometimes the opposite happens. Sometimes we come in and it's like this time we have with ourselves alone on our mat and with ourselves in a way that we're not being distracted by other stuff. And sometimes, you know, stuff comes up in that. And that's okay, because it's all part of the work. It's all part of the practice. But just be aware of how the perspective has shifted. And then perhaps invite yourself to the wider view. You need to find your way towards Shavasana, extending your legs and your arms. Take whatever support you need, as always. And as you begin to settle, maybe even just have like a little bit of the eyes open for a moment so you still have just that soft gaze, having a sense of connection outwards. And then as you let the eyelids come together, shift the awareness to the connection inwards. And just feel a softening of the boundaries of your own body, a softening of your skin, your muscles relaxing. Even the skeleton, the bones of your body settling. And then just have a sense of yourself in this room, connected to everyone here, virtually and in person. And then widen out your view. Have a sense of yourself within the town, within our state. Just keep widening the view back. You're still part of it, but the picture gets bigger and bigger. Sense yourself in the context of all of North America, and then the whole earth itself. Sense the interconnectedness, the interdependence. Keep widening the vision outwards. See yourself in the context of our galaxy, other galaxies. And keep widening the view. Imagine you could see yourself in the context of the hugeness of the universe, perhaps even the multiverse. And how you are part of something vast and magnificent and connected. And just rest in that knowing. Begin now to gently draw awareness from that wide, universal perspective, zooming back in to your own heart. Have a sense of yourself as the individual and unique and beautiful being that you are, but also of the ways that you are woven into the very fabric of humanity. You are part of something bigger than each of us and all of us together. And holding that awareness, begin to allow your body to reawaken, to make your way to your side. And back up to seated. It's easy to be in this room and talk about the God's eye perspective, but stick me in a house with my family for a week and we see how that goes. But, yoga is really meant to be, it's not the hour that we spend on our mat or the few hours we spend on our mat during the week. That's the practice. And what we're practicing is making that connection so that when we go back out into the world, when we're in the house with the family or at our jobs or wherever life takes us, we are keeping that wide open view. We are seeing the divinity before we see anything else, even though there's lots of other stuff sometimes covering it up. The essence is the same in us, in everyone, in all of humanity, and in all of creation. Bring your hands together at your heart. So as you move into the rest of the day, may you continue to keep that wide view, to see the cosmic perspective. Let's chant one Om to send each other off. Take a deep breath. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a great day. You're welcome.